Sure, marketing, yay. The question was posed to me, which is true. Yes, it was posed to me. On how to look up mandolin. Mandolin and cooking utensils, cooking item, it's one of those. Mandolin slicer. Any three of those on the internet should give you. As the comic book Jack invented the internet. That just seems logical to me. As to what I was discussing before, we're taking a lifetime out of the actual of interviews. People talking apples and oranges. Well, he went to an interview for about 2 years. Now we're talking lifetime after what happened. True. Social media do just fine. I've tested it out plenty. Learn the ins and outs of it to a certain degree. Facebook kicked me off because I talked about being an R victim. And if that's not it, then I claimed I own the Dallas Cowboys, Hooters, co-owned, corrected to co-owned. Dallas Cowboys naming percentage is about 20%. Hooters, I put the percentage I own. True, and they booted me off of that, yes. I couldn't exactly paper shred it and send them the documentation. I couldn't jam it in an envelope and send them the documentation. And they didn't check on it, to the best of my knowledge. I don't know who made the call. Plenty of people said they did, thinking they were going to make some claims of a hollow victory. Because if it's because I'm an R victim, I'm going to put them in a grave. They were told never do that again to an R victim. True. That's just reality. I think it was some petty spiteful thing, and it's because I'm famous and he didn't like it. The rest of my knowledge. That will I'll retaliate. Because he's famous and I'm not. If it was the individual who was on television. Some does interviews. I'll stick with my social media. Hopefully that answers all the questions. Are all three getting endorsed? From what I've heard, yes. Where I thought it was over and done with. True. That took a lot of, and I don't know whose fault it is, but that took a lot of reflecting on my part. And that going into the decision-making process. I know with what happened with me, to explain it simply, they played on the radio, whether it's internet, it's not satellite, true. But the radio, the sound of me being seared by an ice pick, and my ex-wife poking it into me. Yeah, it's actually true. That really happened. About half an inch deep? Yep. She's on the stove. All I know is it just... Yeah, she heated it up on the stove. And jabbed it into me. She said this is going to hurt. Yes. I bring this up and hopefully they don't delete this post. Because they've dealt with similar. I don't know if it's the same, but somewhat similar to similar. From my understanding, yes. So, I would hope they seek out a divorce. Whether that's be with me at the end of it or not, I'd hope they seek out a divorce. That's as long as they're telling the truth. I'll admit I drank and go to some sonnets to my ex-wife. That's when we were filing for divorce. I wrote her back 2 seconds later and said, what the hell am I thinking after what you did? It was obviously the alcohol talking, and that's it. You're shooting my mouth off because I've been drinking. True. Other than that, the whole time I'm going, get the heck out of this relationship. Fact. And I want other people to hear this so that if they're going through a similar situation, circumstances the same, that they get out of it. Your life's in peril. That's what I didn't understand, is how it wasn't until later that I learned how much my life was in peril. That means in danger. True. If someone's willing to actually heat up an ice pick and jab it into somebody, you're the victim of that, you just get the heck away from them and get away, way from them. True. She had done the same thing with a knife before, a paring knife. Fact. Didn't go as deep, but it still burned me. I'm not gonna let my shirt up and show the scars. They're small ones, not big, loves in my life. But yes, they're there. They're apparent, but not prevalent. But yes, that really happened. Does it play tapes from? And I'll never forget, yes, I worked on the song Rockstar by DaBaby. I don't promote it. It's got curse words in there. But yes, I worked on it. I listened to that about 8 times. Back to back. Thinking, oh my effing God, I survived it. Whoa, I survived it. When I was going through the processing part of what happened after I'd gotten done therapy. It's never been over for a little while, but that's when it just really hit me that, I survived it. And I said, oh, there's a God. I talked to him the whole damn time and he got me through it. I know that much. So I know there's a God. And that's when my life started changing again. But, yeah, that really happened. And you'll say, but, yes, as a police officer then. True. These women have gone through somewhat the same, two similar instances. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, yes. And they're in law enforcement, yes. It doesn't save you. Oh, yeah, the so-and-so did this to me. No, we need to get the hell away from them. What needs to get done is, as a society, if these things, my forehead's itchy, if these things are transpiring to an individual, you grab them and say, let's go. We're going to get you into a safe place. And I was one of the first to bring up domestic violence and Stockholm Syndrome, yes. Did I have Stockholm Syndrome? To a certain degree, yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie about it. Yes, I actually did. Do I know? That's just what happens when you're dealing with a spouse that's gonna commit acts of domestic violence. And from understanding, no one's ever brought up Stockholm Syndrome. That's actually where it's applicable. Someone who's held for ransom, they don't usually get Stockholm Syndrome. But in a relationship, you can, to the best of my knowledge. True. Scooch forward. But yeah. That's about it. This is Sir Mark Unier signing off from the wonderful world of Ian. Have a nice day.